Today we're going to be looking at radical equations. Radical equations are just like normal equations, we just have radicals in them. We know how to undo radicals, so don't let that throw you off. Let's look at a very basic. The square root of x equals 10. We cannot leave a variable with a square root on it. So, in order to cancel that, we square. If we square on one side, we have to do it on the other side, so x equals 100. That's just a very basic concept when it comes to doing radical equations, and that's how we undo the radical sign. Let's look at one that takes a little more effort. 8 plus the square root of x minus 3 equals 4. Now, what we need to do is we need to first get the square root by itself, because the square root is with the variable. Normally our first thing is to try to get the variable by itself, but it's actually with the radical. So let's take care of this 8. So now the square root of x minus 3 equals negative 4. In order to get rid of our radical, we have to square it, which cancels it out. Now we have x minus 3 equals negative 16 times negative 4 times negative 4 equals positive 16. Now we can go ahead and isolate our variable. We go plus 3, x equals 19. Now let's check this and see how it works. Because of our radical, we always have to make sure that the x that we get actually works. So let's check this out. 8 plus the square root of 19 minus 3 equals 4. So now that we have a number in here, we can go ahead and simplify that. 8 plus the square root of 19 minus 3 is 16. 8 plus 4 equals 4. 12 does not equal 4. So in this case, probably because we ended up with this negative here, our solution does not work. So that means for this problem, there is no solution. You do not know that though until you go through and solve it and then check it to see if it equals or does not equal. So it's very important that you check your solution. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do the square root of 2x plus 5 equals 8. There's nothing we can do to isolate at this point, so we square both sides. So now we have 2x plus 5 equals 64. We'll subtract our 5. 2x equals 59. Divide by 2. X cannot be divided by 2 evenly, or 59 cannot be divided by 2 evenly, so we can just go ahead and leave it in radical form. If we wanted to put it in decimal form, it would equal, let's see. $29.5. But we don't have to do that. We can leave it in radical form. We can do either way. It doesn't matter. We do have to check it, so you may prefer to put it in decimal form. So let's go ahead and check this and see if it actually works. 2 times 59 over 2 plus 5 equals 8. So let's go ahead and multiply this out. 2 over 1 times 59 over 2 plus 5. We can reduce this, so it turns into 59 plus 5, which equals 64. The square root of 64 is 8. So this solution is the correct solution, or like I said, you can use that also. It doesn't matter either way.